I wanted to talk about facilities a little bit today and what we're trying to build at the Island Generation. Well, the main facility would be the area in which people would stay. And the concept here is to keep the rooms moderately apartment-like, where they would have comfortable areas. They would have balconies that might overlook a pool, depending on the location, if we have a pool in that location. Some areas are cooler, and a pool may not work out. Other areas, you definitely want the pool because it's warm. And lower cost areas that might face away from that pool, be on the back side of the building, that may have a view out into the local area, and would be lower cost, but obviously you'd still be able to use all the other facilities. So the room's simple, simplistic. The idea, though, is that you can go through the facilities like at your own house, and that's part of the issue and part of the fun of what we're trying to build here. So that if you say, well, I'm really hungry, I'm going to go down to the restaurant that we have, and the internal restaurant has a name. I'm not going to put it up yet. We're going to keep that one quiet, all the naming of the different places. But the restaurant, internal restaurant, you can go down. American food will always be there, different type. The chefs will be taught how to cook by me and other people, but more importantly, by even you. I mean, if you go there and you know, I got an Italian background, I make the best spaghetti ever, the sauce is supreme. If you're willing to donate your sauce idea and everything and teach the chefs down there how to cook it, so your friends can enjoy it too, and you can go there and, hey, cook up one of my batches of food and donate it to the place, do it. That's part of how this is all going to work. You go down there, you set it up, you figure out the ingredients, they punch all the ingredients prices into the computer figures out a price for the dish. We have a small portion and large portion, or regular portion I should say, so that people can eat smaller portions if they want, which would be better, healthier for them. And you show them how to do it. If your name's Bob, we put Bob's Spaghetti. Probably not going to be Bob, but we put that name of the spaghetti on the menu. That's it. You get the name, you get the fame for it, and it's not a reimbursement thing or something. It's just you donating that part to the facilities, and I'll donate all my recipes. And some people like to hold on to recipes and stuff like that. Yeah. Honestly, my mom had every recipe you could think of in her head. She made great food, awesome stuff. I mean, just stuff that I only know how to make a few pieces of what she could do. And before she could pass on and write up those things, she got dementia and could no longer really remember any of the recipes or what was going on. And we didn't get that information ahead of time. And it's very unfortunate. You'll see I do have some recipes for like oxtail stew and things like that. They're just awesome. I've got like 50,000 views on some of those things. People just love the food that I make on YouTube. They're right here, right up here on my channel. And I don't worry about giving them out because the world has changed. It's not about holding on to a recipe that's great and you're going to make it in some restaurant or you're going to can it or something. No, you're not. You're going to get dementia and die with it, and no one's going to know it. And the millennials don't cook, okay? My God, they don't cook. They order online all the ingredients with a card and how to put it together for $10 a person. Yeah, blows my mind away, all right? But there are places like that. You can go get them. I like the other one called Graze.com where they send you nuts and fruit. It looks good, but yeah, the store, okay? Just get what you need. Millennials don't think that way, so they're not going to do recipes. Recipes are going to die unless they're preserved on things like YouTube and captured. So, getting back to the point, you donate that, it becomes part of the lexicon of the restaurant there for spaghetti. People like it, they buy it, you become part of that legacy of that. And that's the way you have your food ideas live on. And you get to eat what you want because you're passing on those things. Now, if you're the only one who eats it and everybody else thinks it's garbage, okay, because whatever you cook is like, wow, terrible food, you can still have them go down and cook yours. Or you can go to a personal area, which we're going to have personal restaurant areas set up, kind of like mini kitchens. So if you want to go down and say, I'm just going to cook my own thing, I don't want to buy anything from there at the restaurant, I just want to go down and cook up something simple, put together a simple sandwich, you can do that. Any food or anything you bring into the inventory, also, because we're going to computerize this like you can't imagine, because that's strong, my background is programming and development, and programming development facilities. And part of that idea would be able to say, if we have cold meats or whatever, you can check out any of those cold meats. They're going to be at the wholesale price plus whatever it cost us to get that cold meat there and the storage component of it. And you're going to get that food that you can make your sandwich and go up to your room or do whatever you want to do. If you want to buy your own and keep it in your room, you can, but the point would be sort of pointless to have a refrigerator in your room and stove and everything to a huge extent, because it just wouldn't make economical sense. Plus also you would pay for your own electricity, so if it's in your own facility or your own place in the facility, then you got to keep in mind every time you turn something on in there, you're going to have an electricity cost, and you want to try to keep that low, and we want to keep your costs low. That's the whole idea. So part of this is the idea that you can move through the facilities and do things, and I'll get into each one of those sections of the facility, but you get a little idea of the restaurant there, and maybe donating a recipe or two to make the restaurant more Americanized, more unique, and certainly customized to each one of the individuals that's there, can donate their particular talents. The Island Generation, Mark Burnett. Subscribe here. Give me an email on theislandgeneration.com.